Did you know that for 17 straight months, rent has been on the rise here in our country with no end in sight? In fact, here in California, 76% of renters have received a rent increase so far this year. Folks, you have to stop throwing your money away. So I'm grateful for you to tune in so we can discuss matters to get you into a home today. As I mentioned in the opening, rent is up across the country 17 straight months. Rent has continued to escalate. Of course, a lot of this has to do with the working from home, the remote work that we are enjoying, or a lot of us are enjoying, and folks can be in various areas and work. And what that does, it takes the homes that are not in the high metro areas and it raises those rates naturally. And that's what we're seeing across the country. And I tell you, folks, there is no signal right now that it's going to go down. That's why it's so very important for those of you who are renting to stop renting today, because basically what you're doing is you are buying a home. The question is, are you buying that home for yourself or are you buying it for your landlord? The studies show it. Take advantage of great programs today. There are so many programs across the country. We work with many different first-time home buyer grants, many different municipalities that offer great programs all across the country. And of course, as you know, here at American Financial Network, we are in all 50 states. Yes, folks, in all 50 states. And of course, we can help you all throughout the country. So today, stop paying rent. Invest in you. You are the best asset in this reality. You need to invest in yourself. My contact information is right there. Reach out to me. Regardless of where you are, we can help you. We can help you put together a program that will lead you into a home, whether it's going to be in 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, who knows, but you will certainly reach that goal. In fact, we've been working with lots of buyers. We helped a buyer earlier this year. They were in a credit repair situation for 3 years, but they stuck with it. They were disciplined. And earlier this year, they bought their home with the pool. And of course, they are enjoying the appreciation, the wealth building that many of us enjoy in owning a home. My contact information is right there. Folks, stop throwing your money away. Stop throwing your money away and tune out all the noise about rates. This is a cycle. I've mentioned this many times before. Back when I was young, rates were 13, 14, 15%. In fact, 18%. I do recall in the early 80s. And so it made it very, very difficult for many people to buy a home. But folks continued to work at it and they were able to buy a home. 7%, actually 5 to 7% for a large period of time was the norm. And then again, we ran into a situation of that was a once in a lifetime occurrence called COVID. And that changed everything. Rates went down. And so unfortunately, folks are locked in on that. But let me tell you, the rates that we're seeing today, although they're not back at pre-COVID, they're right there where they used to be. So the key is taking that step now and then keeping an eye on the market. When the market makes a change, refinancing, getting yourself back into a situation where your costs can continue to go down. But again, as I mentioned before, the way to start is to start now. My contact information is right there. Give us a call, shoot me an email, send me a text. We want to help you generate wealth. 90% of millionaires became millionaires through real estate. Hear that again, folks. 90% of millionaires became millionaires through real estate. So what are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? Give me a call today. Let me help you. Let me help create a path for you towards success and home ownership today. As in everything, timing is very important. As we all know, nothing stays the same. The one thing that is pervasive about our life is that change is always imminent. And so today's rate will not be the same rate tomorrow, will not be the same rate a year from now, how things cycle. And so that's why it's very important for you to get started. And something I want to discuss is the importance of getting started now. The job reports number came out this week. And of course, it wasn't exactly what we were hoping for. Now, great news that they were adding more jobs to the market. It actually brought the unemployment rate down from 3.7% to 3.5%. All great, great numbers, great information. But as I've been telling folks for years, actually for the past, let's see, 7 years, since 2016, when there was, or 6 years, I should say, maybe 15, because they were talking about it politically. But when they were talking about driving the unemployment rate below that 5% to 3% and saying it can be sustainable, well, the models show that it really isn't sustainable because it drives up inflation, and that's what we're experiencing now. And so, unfortunately, the numbers came out. There were strong job numbers, but that means there's still more work from the Fed. And so, there is an expectation that this month and possibly next month, the last two meetings, that the Fed can continue to be aggressive in interest rates. Some are forecasting 75 basis points, which would be very aggressive. I'm thinking it can be on the lines of 50, but it could be 75. And that will have an impact on the market. It's going to definitely continue with the cooling. In fact, I want you to take a look at a chart that I'm going to put up here. This is by, of course, appraiser extraordinaire Ryan Lundquist, good friend of mine here in Sacramento, has great information. His website is on this chart. Go and take a look at his blogs, great information. You're going to see here pricing since the Fed has taken aggressive measures against inflation. We're starting to see pricing come down and get reduced. That's a great sign. And so the Fed will continue to do this until we get inflation totally under control. And right now it's still, I won't say it's a runaway train, but it's still moving quite fast. And so what does that mean for you who you're looking to buy? You're a renter, you're looking to get out of renting, giving your money away, you're tired of having your rent raised, every year. It means you have to start today. Some folks have the thought that the pricing is going to go back to the 2008 levels, and I'm going to tell you right now that that is not happening. That is not on the radar. The signs do not show it. Nothing is even close because of what has been done since then to prevent that. So you must start today. My contact information is right there. Give me a call, send me an email. We want to help you. We want to help you take advantage of what many folks have taken advantage of. As I mentioned before, 90% of folks have become millionaires. But you know what? You don't have to become a millionaire. That doesn't have to be the goal. Just the goal of appreciation and obtaining an asset and passing it down to your family. That is so very important. That's how a lot of people in this country was able to establish wealth, through real estate. And you can do it too. In fact, I'm going to tell you this. Foreign nationals do it. There are rules for foreign nationals who can come in here and invest, and they understand that the US market is robust and they are investing in droves. In fact, with the rate increases going up, it's actually a safe place for money. And so foreign governments are upset because they know that dollars are coming here. So this is our country. This is your country. You should be investing in your country just as your country should be investing into you, and they do it through home ownership. Give us a call. We'd love to help you. My contact information is right there. Reach out to us today. And as I love to do at the conclusion of each one of these videos, is leave you with something very inspiring to take through your day, through the weekend, through the week, whenever you're watching this video. This is actually apropos to what we're saying today. I'm going to put it up there for you. Investing in yourself is the best investment you will ever make. It will not only improve your life, it will improve the lives of all those around you. We're talking about purchasing a home. We're talking about generating wealth. We're talking about wellness and taking care of yourself. There is nothing more important than investing into you. You are a one of a kind. You are a vintage vehicle, if you will. There's only going to be one of you. So why would you not invest in the very best of you? A lot of times we'll invest in others in terms of praise, in terms of giving accolades or what have you, but we think so little of ourselves. But if we had enough courage to take that step and make that investment, whether it is going to meet someone else new, whether it is going out for a new job interview, or connecting with a group of folks, or in this case, taking the step and reaching out to see how you could qualify for a home. In fact, I'm going to pause for a moment because I want to give some big ups, some kudos to a lot of folks out there. I received quite a few calls this week of folks actually giving it a try. And what I love about it is they tell me, Larry, I'm not sure if I'll be approved. In fact, my credit's like this. They're telling me all about their credit, but this is what they continue to tell me. But I'm so thankful that you encourage me to give it a shot, and I'm going to give it a try. In fact, I talked to a lady this week, and she mentioned to me, she goes, if I get pre-approved, I'm gonna have a heart attack. I said, don't do that because many folks have come to me never thinking they could find their way to get pre-approved and then end up buying a home. I said, that's the last thing I want. So above everything, always invest in you. You are the only you that will be here. And again, life is a one-time experiment, so we must live it well. Thank you again for tuning in to The Market Update. I am your host, Larry McCain with the American Financial Network. Folks, continue to pray for the world. The world needs it. Lots of things going on in Europe. Lots of things going on around the world. I heard some discussions of Armageddon. I'm actually calling it a bluff because what you find out, a lot of those power men are actually real small men behind the veil, kind of the Wizard of Oz thing. But you still have to take it very seriously. So continue to pray and believe with me that great minds will prevail, that sensitivity will prevail, and that love will permeate throughout our world. Pray for Ukraine, pray for everyone. And again, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out anytime. Thank you again, folks, for tuning in. We'll see you again next time. Take care. Have a good weekend.